YouTube. The fact that it's like with me, like I watch like podcasts. Like podcasts is like, to me now is an essential. Something that's like I do, like I listen to on a day-to-day basis. Waking up, going to the gym. I just left the gym and it's like, bro, it just when I just really realized, guys, like podcasts, it really helps you. Like it really helps you become like your best self. Like podcast really gives you game on whatever area that you're struggling with in your life, any goal that you're trying to reach, whether it's financially, mentally, any type of goal. And it's like, bruh, like I really can tell you guys, like podcast is like a big part of my day-to-day life. I really feel like, on the real, like that's the real like low-key way to become successful. Like if you listen to podcasts on a day-to-day basis, I tend to listen to podcasts more now than I do music. I just feel like podcasts just gives you more game and just more source to life. Like, you got your shows, like the big shows, like right now. I watch a lot of financial and entrepreneurship, content on podcasts. Like the big, podcasters like the Ramsey Show. Like the Ramsey Show, I watch the Ramsey Show to like learn about, finances, get better with budgeting money, getting better with like learning about debt more. A lot of people today, struggle with these things and just, struggle with, debt, of learning how to budget money, work with money, finances. A lot of people struggle with these things, and it's been something that's like I just been big on just watching and just learning. And it's like, bro, um I feel like a lot of people who are working towards goals will watch podcasts. And if you're not, that's cool too, because like I wasn't this person in the past that would listen to podcasts. I didn't have the time and attention to listen to podcasts back then, now that I do now. But it's like I just feel like podcast is a big part of my life, and I just feel like it's really a helpful tool to become successful. And it's like the people I listen to, it's this one entrepreneur. Shout out to her. Her name is Hala. She's a Pakistani successful entrepreneur. I really love her content. I really love what she bring to the game. And it's like, yo, it just helped me. Honestly, to be honest with you guys, like me watching her, you guys should check her out too. Like I told you guys, she make like a lot of content based on like entrepreneurship, learning how to manage money, finances, and being a better content creator. Honestly, she honestly inspired me to become a better content creator and just do better and just become a better person. So it's like I just wanted to give my props to her. And it's like I say with podcasts, bro, like you can learn so much, bro. There's so many categories of podcasts that it's like, I spend my day-to-day time with just watching, whether it's like relationship advice, because I'm always like learning something new on a day-to-day basis in my life, just learning how to become better. Mental health advice. And it's like that's another area I feel like in life where it's like a lot of people are lacking. A lot of people don't have a strong mental, and I feel like it's important, to get your mental health right, to get your mental health in order. And I just love the idea of like how podcasts, like these people, that are running their show, like these successful people that are running their show. It's like, bro, they teach you the steps, they teach you the ropes of becoming successful at that craft. They teach you the ropes of becoming successful at that goal that you're trying to achieve. And it's like, yo, um I just recommend it. I wanted to make a video, like a little video about this, because it's like I just feel like it's something important, in my life, that it's like I want to try to share with you guys. It's educational purposes. And it's like, podcast is something that's like it's just big in the community today. I honestly have my setup, like my studio setup, where I make my videos, where I record my content at the house. Where I record my content at the crib, guys. I honestly, got the idea from like the podcast, vibe, like the podcast show, like that inspired me, like my whole setup. So it's like, that should really just speak for itself. And I just wanted to just tell you guys out there, bro, like when you actually, are trying to do better, when you actually are trying to take your life more serious, once you are, trying to do better, attack a goal, and you tell yourself like you're done with the bullshit, you're done with just being average and just being regular. It's like you want to do better, like you're gonna work your ass off, you're gonna take advice, you're gonna take mentorship. And it's like podcast really, to me, is all it is mentorship. It's advice on how you can become a better person. It's advice on how you could, grow, your business, become better with finances, better with budgeting money, better, with relationships, communication skills, and a lot of things. Like, I just feel like podcast guys, it's just really overrated today. And it's like, I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys today and just tell you guys, like, bro, when you actually think about it, like, podcast is really the way to become successful. Just watching podcasts, and it's like, when you actually, stick to a niche, when you actually like watch a niche of what you're trying to achieve, bro, it's gonna, it's gonna become deep into your subconscious mind, because it's like, you're getting information to, do better with this. Say if you're a person, right? Say if you're a person that's just trying to, do better with managing money, do better with, trying to pay off your debt. You have like a lot of debt. You're trying to pay off your debt. The Ramsey Show, like I told you guys, is the best, platform. I can genuinely tell you guys, the Ramsey Show is the best platform for that, because the Ramsey show you, step by step, baby steps. They tell you, like, start with baby steps to, knock out, the smallest debt to the biggest debt. And it's like, once you honestly like watch this content on a regular basis, as far as like, content like that, podcasts like that, like the Ramsey Show, where they tell you about debt, it's gonna, become deep into your subconscious mind, because it's like, now you're gonna put your mind to it. Now you're gonna, start working with your debt. Now you're gonna start, trying to pay off that debt, because, these people like the Ramsey Show, like they motivated you, they inspired you to, focus on paying down your debt, and just things like that. And content like that in that niche. Is like, bro, honestly, I just feel like podcast is like really just it's just really like, on the real, like, it's just like, on the low, like, it's the way to become successful, if you ask me. Like, I just feel like, podcast is the way to become successful. They show you, like, when you watch these people on a regular, regardless of what creator you watch, bro, like, they show you, step by step how to become your best, step by step how to achieve your goals. And it's like, you're going to become inspired to, want to achieve that goal. You're going to want to do better. You're going to want to knock out that goal. And it's like, I really started watching podcasts, like, really, honestly, like, at the end of last year, coming into this year heavy. Like, I didn't really watch podcasts like that a lot in my past. Like, I really didn't have the patience for watching podcasts. But it's like, now, I watch podcasts, I listen to podcasts, when I'm in the car driving. Like, I listen to podcasts when I'm in the gym, when I'm going on walk. And it's like, I just learned a lot of shit from this shit. And it's like, I just wanted to, share this advice with you guys out here. Podcast is helpful. I think podcast is the way on the low to become successful. And it's like, I just feel like, certain creators that's, on these platforms are helping people become more successful, more, smart, more, knowledgeable. And it's like, I just feel like, it's just big in the community. I just feel like it needs to be, paid attention to more in the world. If you're not really like watching podcasts, bro, I just really just feel like, it's the way to go. Like, if you want to become successful, like, if you want to learn how to, get out of debt, you can watch the Ramsey Show. If you want to learn how to be a better entrepreneur, like, you have, creators out there that will show you, like, how to become a better entrepreneur. Like, if you want to budget money, there's creators for that. Like, it's just a lot you can learn from. And it's like, I tend to listen to like a lot on a day-to-day basis of like podcasts. And like, I just wanted to share this advice with you guys, and just tell you guys this shit for this video, man. Podcast, I feel like today is really, important. I feel like it's really, helping people become their best self, and helping people become more successful. Like, if you want to become successful, if you want to become financially stable, or just stable period in your life, and just be ahead in your life, bro, you will listen to podcasts. And if you're not, maybe that time will come for you where you actually find, a channel, podcast creator that will catch your eye and your attention, that will help you with whatever you're going through and whatever you're trying to get through. Because like, I have a couple, creators I watch that, inspire me and just embetter me to become my best self, and also, inspire me to become a better person for you guys, as far as, becoming a better content creator for you guys. So it's like, I just wanted to share this message with you guys, and just tell you guys on, my take on podcast. And like, I just feel like how it has helped me in my life. But that is the message I wanted to tell you guys today for this video, man. If you guys are new to this channel, please leave a like and subscribe, bro. And I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next video, bro.